Good afternoon again everyone, welcome to another video and I hope you're keeping well. I'm joined by my mate Richard again.
Good to see you guys.
We are starting the Icknield Way. It is a 110 mile long distance route from here at Ivinghoe Beacon, where I've been a couple of times before and wild camped, and it goes all the way across 6 counties, count them 6, to Knettishall Heath, which is sort of just over the Suffolk border into Norfolk, not far from Thetford, and that's where the start of the Peddars Way is, which I did complete maybe a year or two ago with my mate Rob. So this is all part of that huge link that I'm trying to do of like walking around the southeast and East Anglia of England. So yeah, big project, and this is just one small step in it. So the first stage today of the Icknield Way is going to be from Ivinghoe Beacon here to Chalk Hill, and that is about 10 miles. Judging by the rucksacks, we're not on a training exercise, we're wild camping as well along the route. Hopefully that's the plan for all the sections. We are hoping, fingers crossed, if we get there in time, to try and wild camp at Five Knolls, which is like a group of ancient burial mounds on the hillside, sort of near Dunstable. Ringing the summit is the site of a contour hill fort belonging to the late Bronze, early Iron Age. It is a very simple fort with a single bank and ditch ringing the hilltop, and there is a Bronze Age barrow at the highest point inside the fort, and others on a number of small hills close by. The finds, now in the Aylesbury Museum, included a bronze sword and a bronze razor with pottery of the 7th century BC. So it's about 4:30 now. We've had a little look up at Ivinghoe Beacon and it's time to crack on with stage 1 of the Icknield Way. You know what I'm going to say, enough talking, let's get walking.
Whipsnade Wild Animal Park's story begins in 1903 with the concept of London Zoological Society's Dr. Peter Chalmers Richard for a large open park where endangered wild animals live in natural surroundings. A 1928 bill in Parliament was followed by the acquisition of a 480-acre derelict farm for this purpose, 800 feet above sea level in glorious North Chiltern downland. Public rows caused by fears of wild animals roaming the countryside almost killed the project, and the problems of a gypsy encampment on the site and ancient rites to dig flints and cut holly also delayed completion. But open it did, a unique project in 1935, hugely successful since. The 480-foot long lion took more years of pick and shovel work, checked for accuracy by surveys from Ivinghoe Beacon. Still the most recent, it is probably also Britain's largest hill figure. Whipsnade Tree Cathedral is a peaceful site now in the care of the National Trust, which was created after the Great War when a local landowner, Edmund Kell Blythe, planted a variety of trees within grassy avenues to give the effect of a nave, transept, cloisters and chapels of an open-air cathedral with a dew pond at its centre. An annual service is held at the end of June. In the nearby villages to the west of the Downs, the cottage industry of straw plaiting was developed. Look out for the remains of the old plum orchards. The fruit was used to dye the straw. Overhead we will see the gliders and hang gliders of the London Gliding Club. This is also a popular location for people to fly kites of all shapes and sizes.
Welcome back everyone. Hope you've been enjoying the video so far. Apologies for not talking much. We've really been just smashing out the miles on this one. I think Richard's phone says we've clocked up about 8.5 miles, which is pretty good going. The section's 10 miles, so we've not got much more left to do in the morning. Now it's, I think, just gone 8 o'clock, so we've actually achieved our sort of target for today.
7 burial mounds dating from the Neolithic and Bronze Ages, 4000 to 1000 BC. The most northerly mound was found to contain a crouched female burial when opened by Mortimer Wheeler in 1928. It had later Roman and Norman burials added to it. 3 other mounds are bell barrows, whilst there are 2 bowl barrows to the east. The mounds are most likely to belong to the Wessex culture of about 2000 BC. The finds are in Luton Museum. The site was also used by the Saxons as a place of execution, a practice continued in more recent times with the erection of the public gallows here.
Okie dokie, it's about 9:15, so we've literally timed this perfectly. We're at the Five Knolls. This is definitely the Five Knolls, and we've found sort of a flattish spot or two just off of the path, overlooking sort of I think that's like Dunstable and stuff down below, so we should get a pretty good light show tonight. And we were thinking of going over there, but I said that's like where all the footpaths are. We were going to go sort of down the other side of this knoll, but it wasn't flat and there was like tons of ants, so we set over here. I think Richard's going to go in this little gully here, and I'm going to pitch me tarp and bivvy here. Anyways, we'll get all that set up and we will rejoin you shortly. Richard has set his tarp up behind him and is eating an out-of-date ration pack.
2009.
And what?
It's chicken with herb dumplings.
It's very good, apparently, judging by the sounds.
Very good.
And yeah, he's got his little ammo tin meth stove just over here. I've recently bought a little pellet tin, and I'm gonna have a go at making one myself, putting some fire rope in it. And then I'll just pan up, and he's got his, we don't know what army it is, maybe Australian Army tarp, like basher tarp, and a bivvy bag. And then I'm set up here with the OEX Expedition tarp, OEX Bush Pro bivvy bag. We're feeling like a couple of like little drops of rain in the air. I reckon we're going to get some rain at some point. It is really cloudy at the moment. You can't really see that because the phone is auto white balancing a lot. But it's, yeah, it's looking pretty cloudy overhead. There was no sunset whatsoever. Dinner tonight for me is going to consist of a decathlon dehydrated pasta bolognese. Had this before and it's incredible. You get a hell of a lot in there. They're not cheap, but they are good. It's like a little luxury. I've got some bizarre vanilla recovery powder drink. I think it's just got loads of, it's like a cheap protein shake basically. I think I got it out of a Swedish Arctic Army ration pack. We got another decathlon meal, apple and banana crumble style. These are really nice, but you literally get like 5 spoonfuls in and that's it. So it's, yeah, for the money you want a bit more really, unfortunately. At breakfast I've got another decathlon chocolate muesli. You see the theme here, all dehydrated. I've got various teas, hot drinks, more protein bars and stuff like that. Oh, and the pièce de résistance, I've got a piece of my mum's homemade lemon drizzle cake, which is probably the greatest cake ever baked. She does make exceedingly good cakes. And of course, because I'm a good friend, I've got Richard a piece as well.
Richard's very grateful.
He is. You should have seen his little face light up when I went, I've got you a present. And then ciders, I'm just going to get all this out of the way so I can just sit and enjoy the evening. Copperberg Light with passion fruit. It's still 4%. I just saw it and thought I've not had that before, so I'm going to have that. And then Richard very kindly, thank you very much, got me one of the greatest ciders in the world, the Rosie's Pig Rhubarb Cloudy Cider. What else? Oh yeah, I've been absolutely rinsing these. Bulk bought a load of these for like 8 or 9 quid. I think I must have about 50 sachets of them. And it's just a high five, sports nutrition, citrus flavour, just sort of like a endurance sort of sports drink mix. So like electrolytes, caffeine, ratio of 2:1 fructose and carbs. There we go. Natural flavours and colour, and they are strong. They're brilliant. So it's keeping me going. I've got my new big pot as well. My 900ml Tom Shoe pot. I do like this pot. Get it out. Got a bail arm on it, titanium, and inside I've got my Outkit Kraku gas stove. So that's a self-contained setup. But then I don't know why I keep doing this. I bought 2 stoves again because I thought I'm mainly going to try and use the BCB Fire Dragon gel fuel stove, and I thought, well, in case it doesn't work, I've always got the gas to fall back on. Yeah, I don't know why. Anyway, oh, and then finally, I think I found this at work in Lost Property. I've just got a glasses case, just because when you're tarp and bivvying and you wear glasses, you want somewhere to put your glasses safe at night, and it's quite lightweight and it didn't cost me anything. There you go. It's like
Bonus.
it's like an old man item, isn't it? Really, I just need like some carpet slippers and a pipe, and I'm sorted.
Coming at Christmas, mate.
Brilliant. Anyways, right, let's crack this open. Cheers everyone for watching thus far. Cheers, Richard.
Cheers. Bottoms up.
Oh, that's not bad. Oh, that might be better than the normal Copperberg passion fruit, the light one. I don't know, as it's the first drink I've had all day, it's going to score quite highly, so I'm going to give it an 8.8 out of 10. There we go. The only problem is it's a very small can, so you don't get a lot, but I didn't want to carry like loads and loads of booze on this because I knew we was going to be doing some miles and some hills and stuff. And Richard's got one of these bad boys as well. In fact, he's got two of them. Just preparing dinner, and you're probably not going to be able to see this on the camera if I switch the head torch out, but we've got a fuck off big rain cloud coming this way, and we can feel a few drops of rain in there. That's some angry looking skies. It's really dropped down low over sort of everything around us, and I think we're going to have some rain.
Give it half hour.
Give it half hour, Richard says. He's oh, hang on. Might have to blind you a little bit. No. There we go. Yep. He's got... Oh, it's gone well dark now. He's got chocolate pudding anyway.
Very nice.
And it's very nice. And we think that one's out of date as well, but we don't know how far out of date it is.
It might be 2008.
2008. There we go. Anyway, yeah. So it's... oh, yeah, so that's the update really. Just he's probably going to piss it down, and I'm about to tuck into dinner. I'm looking forward to it. Although one slight problem, this is like a Darwin award. My brand new mug, like the big fold up mugs, I bought a big one, not like a small one again, and I sort of put it next to the stove, you know, while the stove's doing its thing. I thought it was far enough away. It wasn't. It melted a little pouring spout in it, so that's actually what I intended to do, was make a pouring spout, so you know, I won, but yeah, I'm not happy about that. We'll gloss over that. That's peppermint and licorice tea. It's not the greatest herbal tea, but it's all I had, so that's what we're having. Anyways, right, you get loads in that. Knock that up now. I had to sit under the tarps for a little bit because we had like a bit of rain turn up. Sat kind of in the entranceway. I've pitched it just so that like this front end is enough to sort of sit up and cook in and stuff. This is absolutely lovely, this pasta bolognese, and the I'm using the head torch as a light. The peppermint and licorice tea is actually growing on me. It's actually quite nice. The peppermint is really good. So it's all good, it's all good. I think the rain might have stopped now actually, but I don't know, I think we're probably going to stay in our respective shelters now. I think Richard's calling his loved ones and stuff. I've just been chatting to Candice. I'm just going to plough my way through my food and look at the view. All the lights are on down below. It's amazing. It's one of the things I really like about camping up like on high ground, is looking down at the lights below. It's just brilliant. The camera doesn't really do it justice, but you can see all the lights on down below and right off into the distance as far as the horizon really. This is only one side. This is the view outside of my tarp, but there's like to the right of the camera you've got kind of all of like Dunstable. It's about 11 PM now. I've had that banana apple
crumbled, dehydrated little decathlon dessert, and you literally get about 4 or 5 mouthfuls from it, but it does taste good. But you just, yeah, you sort of feel like you're being conned out of your money with that one, so I probably won't get those again. The lemon drizzle cake that my mum made was incredible. And let's see what else we got. I've got my sort of sleepy time tea. It's a pucker tea, so it's like a herbal tea. I think it's got like something like chamomile in it and stuff. It's got like a little bit of grass in it as well, which I'm just getting rid of. Really, really nice, and I just find they help me like drift off to sleep. You never get as good a night's sleep as you would if you was at home in your bed, but I don't know, I've had some pretty good sleeps out camping before. Tarp and bivvy I find I don't sleep as well. The hooch bivvy I sleep really well in, tents I sleep really well in, but the tarp and bivvy, or just a normal bivvy on its own, night terrors. So yeah, I find if I've got like a little herbal tea, it helps me sleep. That and a baseball bat to the head, you know, just knocks you out, you're fine really. It's been really good so far. The views have been absolutely incredible, which I expected. You know, I knew this was a lot of high ground here, and yeah, it hasn't disappointed, definitely not. So I'm going to kind of wind down and eventually go to sleep so that we can sort of get up a little bit earlier. Anyways, enough yawning, and I will see you in the morning. Morning all, it's coming up to 7 AM. We was up at about 6, and we're going to have to get the tarps down pretty quick because, as Richard said, it's like Piccadilly Circus here up at Five Knolls. Just about everyone and his dog, no pun intended, has descended on Five Knolls from Dunstable and Luton down below. So it's quite a busy kind of through road this really, so we're not going to hang around too long. We've seen I don't know how many dog walkers already, so many people. Makes Bluebell Hill look quiet. Yeah, the views last night were pretty good. All the lights on down below. We had a little bit of rain, but it wasn't anything too threatening really. The wind picked up a little bit a couple of times, but apart from that it was a pretty calm night really. Just get the tarps down and then we can just sit here and have breakfast really, it's fine. Not that anyone really cares, but it's more a respect thing I guess. So yeah, we'll chat to you soon. It was a good night. It's 8 AM and we're packed up. That's my guidebook down there, and we're leaving no trace. Remember people, don't be a tosser. The town of Dunstable developed at the crossing point of the prehistoric Icknield Way and the Roman Watling Street. In the centre of the town there are still two fine old coaching inns, the Saracen's Head and the Sugar Loaf. The Priory Church of St Peter is all that is now left of the former priory built by Henry I. It was here that the first divorce in England was announced when Henry VIII divorced Catherine of Aragon. Local Tottenham stone is still cut specially for church restoration work. The name Maiden Bower is from a legend of a woman who wagered an ancient British king that she could encompass an army within the hide of a bull. She did so by cutting the hide into thin strips, tying them together to enclose more than 10 acres within a circular hedged bank up to 3 metres high, with traces of a ditch originally 9 metres wide. Similarities with a chain of structures close to the Icknield Way led this site to be first classified as an Iron Age fort of a type usually used as a cattle pound, but chalk quarrying on its northern edge that nearly destroyed it revealed that it was over 2,000 years older, with the bank constructed over the flat-bottomed ditch of an early Neolithic causewayed camp. Excavations at the southern entrance revealed post holes of a gate with a sentry walk over it, and air photography showed hut circles within the enclosure.
Welcome back everyone. We have reached our destination. We're at the White Lion pub in Houghton Regis, just off of like the busy main road, and that is this first 10-mile section of the Icknield Way complete. Really good. We just stopped in the BP garage next door to the pub and got a couple of sandwiches and some drinks. Starving. So I want to say a big thank you to Richard for joining me on this one. Cheers,
Thank
mate.
you. It's been a pleasure. It's good.
It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been really good fun, and we'll hopefully, depends on our work schedules and stuff going forwards, we'll be able to do some more sections of the Icknield Way together. But I kind of didn't really have anything else to do, and I just thought, well, let's just start it. Let's just do it anyway. Even though I'm still doing like the North Downs Way at the time of filming this. Still doing the Kent coastline project, so I've just got loads of different things on the go all at once, but gives me a bit of variety, which is good. Anyways, I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, if you've watched this far, and I'm looking forward to doing more sections. This is going to be good. So until next time, take care of yourselves everyone, look after each other and stay safe. I'll see you again soon. Cheers. Bye.